Good evening, guys, and welcome to the League of Europe Season 3 for round number 3 here with the lads of Division 4 for the Chinese Grand Prix here at Shanghai. Your commentator tonight, running solo tonight, is Ivor Bryn Mike. Unfortunately, Tun will not be joining me tonight. He has gone up to Division 2, which is currently being streamed right now also. So if you want to go and show some support to both divisions, make sure you do. And go and check over at Division 2 for Verstappen and Tun's commentary. So I'm running solo here tonight, but looking forward to a fantastic race here with the lads of D4. So I'm quickly going to get the standings up, as we got Nick V7 just looking like he's going to gear up for a lap. So I'm going to go TV podcam while he does that. While he is gearing up for his lap, I will get the current standings up to go through. Okay, so the man leading the way in the standings is the man in the Haas, Jasper, currently ahead of the pack on 43 points, 10 points clear of Ryan B in second, who is driving the McLaren, with Raj in third. And then we got Ghost Recon in fourth, Mir Ryan in fifth, and Don Steering Wheel in sixth, Smitski in seventh, Kieran in eighth, Dave Javu ninth, and Slayer 10th. I'm just going to go for the top 10. And then we got the constructors at the moment, Haas and McLaren both tied for leading in the constructors, both on 43 points apiece. So tonight is going to be the tiebreaker between them. As now I'm going to get the stream up so I can see the comments, see who you guys are supporting. What's your predictions for tonight? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Who have you got to win this race? As we got Frankie in the chat here saying Jasper for the win. And Jasper at the moment leading the championship. So if he does get the win, then great for his championship hopes, as Nick puts it on provisional pole with a 34.8. I'm just going to get the tyres up, but he is on the mediums, as Kieran, as Ryan B with a 33.7 on the hard tyre, showing that he's no slouch. LFC popping it in second with a 34.7, a second off Ryan B's time, so that's impressive there from the man in the McLaren. Maka on the soft tyres with a 32.1. Who else has we got on a lap? We do have Muppin, who is right behind Jasper. In fact, we're going to go on board with Jasper. We're going to go on board with Jasper as he is in the heart of Sector 2 right now. Little bit of traffic up ahead, if you can call it traffic. Dave also on a lap as well, so he hasn't got to let Jasper through because he is also on a lap. However, Jasper will be thankful for the slipstream on this back straight. Anything to improve the lap time. As he takes a lot of curve there, gets a little bit of a slide on. That's not going to help Jasper out whatsoever. As we got Sea Salt saying Ibo for the win. Well, we will see. I really do want Ibo to get a podium or a race win this season. It would be my favourite moment of the season if that can happen. Meanwhile, Ghost Recon is in second on the set of the mediums, and Jasper puts it in third. So that little slide that Jasper had didn't really affect him too much, because he is the fastest of the hard compound runners right now. So a good lap there from Jasper, as Dave is in AI mode. And he does get sixth actually, so good thing to point out there. As it is McLaren versus Haas in the Constructors. So Jasper again ahead of Ryan B and also Dave. Good on him. Cloudy Cloud is going to be... He's going to be one to hopefully bring home some points to help along with Jasper, because I think Constructors is going to be a team game. However, I do feel that Cloudy Cloud has what it takes to survive and bring home the points when he can. And we have Sky in the chat. Hello, Sky. So right now with a run through of the order, we're still waiting for three guys to set their lap time. We got Ibo, who he is on a lap actually, so we're gonna see. Ibo must have invalidated his first time, but he is on a lap. He is on the soft tires as well, so I'm expecting Ibo to be pretty good on the softs. I'm expecting him to be somewhat up there, but he is very low on ERS, so it's not great when you don't have the ERS to absolutely gun it on a lap. But he is going to hope to replicate what his teammate has done, Ghost Recon, who is currently in second place. And around the final corner comes Ibo. That could be an invalidation, but it's not, and Ibo does jump ahead of Cloudy Cloud. As Muppin is on a lap. In fact, Jasper ahead of him is also on a lap, so it'll be... Actually, no, he is saving ERS. Apologies there. Have we got anyone who is absolutely going for it on a flying lap? Yes, we do. We have Dave. Dave right now coming up towards the second sector. Split as he's got a car down the inside of him. It is Jasper. Jasper, he's on a flying lap. It's Jasper on the flying lap though. No, Jasper's not. To be honest, Dave was 2 seconds off his time, so maybe Dave was just not really going for it. But Muppin being laughed through right now, so we're going to see what kind of time Muppin can do as he's gone off. I'm not sure if Jasper might have held up Muppin there, because Muppin was on a flying lap, I think. No, he was actually on an out lap. Okay, right, so Muppin was on an out lap, so Jasper's all good. But Jasper comes into the pits, and now we're going to see what kind of lap time Muppin can do. Is anyone else on a flying lap? Ryan B is. He's in sector 2 right now, so we're going to see what kind of time the man in the McLaren. He is on the soft compound tyre. So he is up by 9 tenths. That's going to put him well and truly into the 32s. But it's not ideally the best strategy as he runs very wide. Gets a bit of a tank slap on. He's lost the back end. And he's lost his front wing. But he is lucky to have not lost his wheel. So Ryan B there. Absolutely getting caught out by the snail corner, getting caught out on the curb end, which is not what you want to do. You want to stay away from those curbs because they are lethal when it comes to hooking you and making you lose your back end. But right now I'm on board with Ratish, who appears like, it looks like he is going for a lap. I'm not sure, actually, no, he hasn't even got his DRS open from the looks of things. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a lap time which will improve him, but he is going to come into the pits. as we got Nick V7, who has done 4 laps on those mediums. They must be in agony as he is coming into the pits. LFC, he is slightly up on his time right now. He is half a second up on his time right now. So he's going well on those mediums. Where is this going to place the man in the Toro Rosso? Meanwhile, the man on pole position right now on those soft tyres is Maka. But where's LFC going to fare? As he gets to the line, he goes into second with a 33.4. Good lap there from LFC. It'll be interesting to see the kind of lap times that Jasper, Mir Ryan and Ryan B, as well as Raj, actually. Interesting to see what kind of lap times these 4 will be able to do on the mediums. As Mark had said, his DRS has failed. So he's got a DRS failure in qualifying, which is heartbreaking. But right now, Maka, you are on provisional pole, so don't give up. As we are in the cool down phase of qualifying with 5 minutes left to go. We do have Don Steering Wheel, who is on a lap, so we're going to see what his first sector time is. He is up by just under half a tenth on his personal best right now, which is currently a 34.2. Was that on the mediums or the hards? It was on the hards, so he got a very good first sector on the hard, so he had a pretty miserable first sector on the mediums. As here he goes now. He is up by just under 0.4 of a second, so Don Steering Wheel is improving. Smitsky, his teammate, did put it up into 6th place with a 33.6. I am interested to see if we're going to get any wet weather here. We had it towards the end of D3. I'm not sure about the D1 race, but we did have it in D3 towards the end of the race. Are we going to see more wet weather here in D4? As Don Steering Wheel comes up to the final corner now. Around he'll go, and it will be a 33.3, chucking him all the way up into 2nd place. So a fantastic lap there from Don Steering Wheel. We got Jasper on his out lap. We got Mir Ryan, who is on his flying lap. As he's got DRS wide open on the run down to the hairpin. He does have a Ferrari up ahead of him. Hopefully won't put him off at all as he comes towards the final corner. The Ferrari comes into the pits, and it was Smitsky, and here goes Mir Ryan, and he pushed it up into 2nd with a 32.8. A fantastic lap there from the Red Bull man. As we are on board with Jasper. In fact, we're going to stay on board with Jasper for his flying lap. So we're going to give the championship leader a bit of airtime here as he looks for the best run to start his lap. And here we go. Hot lap engaged on the ERS as he comes through turn 1, the never-ending right-hander. Kind of like the snail corner towards the end of the circuit as he dips down into turn 2 and through turn 3. He is up by just under 2/10 of a second. So this could be a very good lap here from Jasper, as he is now coming through sector 2, looking for a nice line. It looks like he's got a nice line through the first fast left-hander and through the right-hander as well, keeping it nice and stable as he goes through the double left-handers, as sweet as you like, hitting both apexes. And he is 6/10 up, almost 7/10. So a fantastic lap here from Jasper. He does get on the curb slightly. That's going to unsettle his car and just cost him a little bit of time. As we got Mir Ryan getting out of the way, but Jasper, he is on the run now down to the hairpin. He is dropping down the positions as Kieran puts in a 33.1. So what kind of lap time is this going to be for Jasper as he goes to the line? It's going to be a 32.6. A full second gained on his hard run. So that's a good benchmark for the other guys to beat. Meanwhile, Maka still at the moment on. As Ghost loses the back end. And Slayer puts it up into 4th place. So a good lap there from Slayer. Ghost Recon has aborted and he's retired. Now Ryan B is a man to keep our eyes on. We'll see what this split time is. He's up by 6.5 tenths. He doesn't get onto the curb like what Jasper did. So he might have gained a little bit of time on Jasper right there. Gets to run out of the snail corner. DRS wide open. As we got times coming in quick and fast. As Smitsky, Don Steering Wheel and LFC did not make the cut to get over the line in time. So Ryan B, what's this going to be for him? As he comes through the final corner, a little bit of understeer. But here he goes to the line. It's going to be a 33 flat, so no pressure there from Ryan B as Maka has retired. As Raj goes up the order into 6th place, getting ahead of Kieran. Calvin Christian isn't on a flying lap. And we got Cloudy Cloud, who is looking to improve. He comes through the hairpin right now. Can Cloudy Cloud get himself into the top 10 through the final corner? He'll go. He gets a lovely little run through there. And it's no improvement for Cloudy Cloud. And I think unless Dave can get himself into the top 10, that would be the only man left to cross the line. So can Dave get himself into the top 10? Through the final corner he goes. He's out of VRS, but he improves by 1.5 seconds, gets himself up into 4th place. A fantastic lap there from Dave Javu. And he has put himself in a very decent position here. But Maka is the man on pole. So congratulations to Maka. He has stuck it on pole position. Then we got Jasper in 2nd. So going through the orders, we got Maka on pole with a 32.1 on the soft tyres. Then we got Jasper, the leading man, on the mediums with a 32.6. Behind him, Mir Ryan, half a tenth off of Jasper's time. Then we got Dave Javu in 4th, Slayer in 5th, Ryan B in 6th, Raj in 7th, Kieran in 8th, Don Steering Wheel in 9th, and then LFC rounding out the top 10. Then outside with free choice of tyre compound, we got Ghost Recon, Smitsky, Calvin Christian, Cloudy Cloud, Nick, V7, Ibo, and Muppin rounding out the grid. So we are in for what we hope is going to be a fantastic Fantastic ratio. As these guys just getting their strategies all sorted. So we got 16 corners on this track, 28 laps. Now if my, oh right, here we go, we're going to do math on the spot. 28 times 16. So that's 16, 160, 320, 480, take away 32, and that would be 480, take away 300 and no 480, take away 32, 448 corners for these guys to navigate around here. And looking at the tyre choices outside of the top 10, only 2 of them opting for the hard tyres, that being Smitsky in 12th and Sir Ibo in 16th. Everyone else going for a set of the mediums. So 444 corners on this circuit. No, sorry, 448. So it looks like Muppin is miles ahead of the field. Not sure what's going on there. Now, Marker should have the advantage in the first few laps, but it is going to be tricky for Marker to keep a hold of this lead, because the softs, they do wear out very quickly around here. As we got a Frankie in the chat with support for Jasper, the man starting on the front row alongside Marker. So Jasper, he's going to be looking to take full advantage of the mediums as soon as they become the better compound to be on. So we're just waiting now for the rest of the field to line up on the grid, and then we will be ready to start round 3 of the League of Europe with the lads of Division 4. As we go to 5 red lights. Lights out, and we are underway, and it looks like a fantastic start there from Jasper. He's already got the jump on Maka, and it looks like Ryan B and Dave has also got the jump on Maka as well as they go through turns 1 and 2. If we got anything happening, as we got the Red Bull of Kieran in a bit of trouble back there, but Jasper and Ryan already making the move on Maka, and that is not going to be good. As we got yellow flags in sector 1, as Ghost is trying to go around the outside of Raj, avoiding contact with the Red Bull. As we got Cloudy Cloud, who made a little bit of contact there with LSC. He loosened a little bit of ground. As we got moves going all over the place, as 3 wide through the fast right-hander momentarily. So these guys really coming here to race, as Jasper and Ryan already got a 2-second lead to Maka in third. As Slayer's gone down the inside and his contact has been made. Slayer has collided with Kieran. And it looks like Raj has been caught out as well. So Raj is around. Both of the Renaults having an absolute torrid time at the start of this race. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3 somewhere. But right now, Jasper already breaking that DRS of Ryan. As Ryan B has just been overtaken by Nick V7. As both Ryan B and Nick run incredibly wide out of the final corner. So we got Don steering wheel and Muppin side by side. Cloudy Cloud just sitting in behind, just having a little peek around, see what he can do. But Muppin going straight off. Muppin, he went on the throttle a little bit too soon. He's got to be careful. Joining back in as he made contact with Smitsky. No, he hasn't. So thank God there that Smitsky was able to get through that without contact with Muppin. As we are just settling down now after the start. Jasper already 1 second clear of Ryan. Then we got Maka in third. He is going to be absolutely gutted with his start, because his strategy worked only if he could get the gap to the guys on the mediums. Meanwhile, Ghost Recon all over the back of Dave Javu. So Ghost all over the back of Dave. He's moved to the inside. So is this going to be a move here for P4? Ghost down the inside. Gets the car slowed down. And I think Dave has got the better traction. Dave is coming back at Ghost. Ghost going to have to hang it round the outside. And he does, but he does run off circuit. And Dave does get back ahead of Ghost. So Dave back up into 4th place. And Ghost down the inside. So again, a lovely little battle we got going on by here. Side by side through the first 4 corners here on this track, and it looks like Ghost Recon has just about got the job done. Meanwhile, Jasper extending that gap right now. Maka dropping back from the 2 guys leading this race, Jasper and Ryan. Meanwhile, Cloudy is in 10th place, which is a good job for Cloudy. He's avoided contact early on. Now I just want to look to see if we got any damage, and yes we do. Muppin has front wing damage, Smitsky has front wing damage, and he started on the hards as well. That has got to be heartbreaking for Smitsky. And then we got Calvin with front wing damage. Yep, Slayer as well. Ibo does not have front wing damage, so that's good for him, and neither does Raj from the looks of things. So these guys should be easy pickings for Ibo and Raj up ahead. But Ghost Recon now closing up to Maka as we go on to lap 4. So DRS was activated the last lap, and now we're going to see Maka's soft tyres slowly start to drop off, as he is already 5.7 seconds behind Ryan, as Ryan B gets past Nick V7. So Ryan B doing a good job there to get the move done on the Toro Rosso, as it is McLaren, Toro Rosso right now from 5th down to 8th. So both teams doing a good job, as Nick had a little look down the inside of Ryan B, but not far enough alongside to make the move. Ghost Recon, he is sizing up Maka right now. So we're gonna stay on board with this little battle between these 6 cars by here, as Smitsky loses a place to Calvin Christian behind. Now, if I was one of the guys with front wing damage right now, I would be pitting. As Ghost is all over the back. As Muppin has lost it. Muppin has dropped it somewhere, but we're going to go up to the front as Maka giving Ghost a big old squeeze as contact's being made. And Ghost Recon gets a 5-second time penalty. That should be removed. Oh no, no! Ghost coming back onto the track. More contact made with Maka, and that is Ryan B gone as well. That is going to be one for the stewards. Maka will pit. He wasn't far off his pit stop window anyway, but he does a Lewis Hamilton actually. He goes into the wall. So, not good there from Maka. Meanwhile, Ghost Recon, does he have wing damage? I'm not sure. No, he appears to go away with that without any wing damage. However, I mean, there was two incidents that went on, but there was contact with Maka and Ghost in the braking zone that sent Ghost over the hairpin, which gave him the 5-second time penalty. And then, obviously, you got the incident with Ghost coming back on track. Maka was side by side with, I believe it was either Ryan B or Dave. It was one of the McLarens. And, you know, contact was made. So that would be something that would probably end up going to the stewards. Kieran gets past Cloudy Cloud for 8th place. So right now, Jasper and May Ryan have got to be loving life right now. With Ryan B, Marka, Smitsky all the way down towards the bottom end of the field. They've got to be loving life right now. As we're on board with Nick, as I believe that was Smitsky and Calvin side by side. Smitsky going off circuit. He might have to give that place back. Yeah, he has given it back. He was half throttle there. So good sportsmanship there from Smitsky to give that spot back to Calvin Christian. As Cloudy Cloud doing a good job right now, keeping on the back of Kieran. So Cloudy Cloud doing a good job. We got yellow flags in sector 3. Right, it's not Jasper. Who is it? Who's in sector 3? It is Muppin. Muppin is in sector 3. So the yellow flags were for the racing point, and he gets a 5-second penalty and he retires from the race. I'm gonna go on board with Jasper TV Podcam just to see where Muppin has lost it. Was it on the entrance into the pit? Or was it? Yeah, he's just lost it, but there. Muppin. Unfortunately, not how he would have wanted his race to go. LFC and Ghost having a bit of a battle into the final corner. Ghost down the inside. Sorry, that wasn't LFC. That was Nick V7. Sorry, Nick. LFC now looking to go down the inside of his teammate. A little bit of contact made. The hand of anger does go up from LFC. Nick trying to switch back under the inside. And these two making contact. This is a bit of a bumper car situation between the Toro Rossos as they both got entangled a little bit. And that's going to allow Don steering wheel to get straight past the pair of them. And Nick, he's going to try down the inside of his teammate again. These two going side by side as we got Kieran right. Oh, contact made between the both of them. The Toro Rossos collide here in China. Nick and LSC. And I think blame for the two Toro Rossos coming together. I mean, there are points where you have to remember that you're racing your teammate. You don't want to take him out. You don't want to be that guy that just absolutely sends it on his teammate absolutely everywhere. And these two guys trying to prove who's number one in their team have cost both of them a fair few positions. So the Toro Rossos, Nick V7 is out of this race, and LSC will probably have some strong words for him after this race is over with. But meanwhile, Ghost Recon is closing up on Dave Javu for the final spot on the podium. A Ghost Recon, we do know, has a penalty because of the incident with him and Maka. So we'll see how that plays out later on in this race. Jasper right now is 2 seconds clear of Ryan. So Jasper doing everything right now. This is the closest battle we have on track. As I'm just going to chuck my charger in so I can keep the stream open, so I can read everyone's lovely comments. As it looks like Ghost Recon is going to be gearing up for a move. So here we go, DRS wide open for the Williams, which turns it into a real rocket here at China, but he doesn't go for the move. He opts to stick behind Dave for the time being. We're going to go TV podcam as he runs a little bit wide on the exit. He is going to close up. There's a little bit of lag there. I wonder if that's the reason why Ghost did not go for the move. A little bit of lag perhaps between the two of them. It's Ghost getting right up underneath that McLaren. He is smelling the podium. As we are on lap 9 of 28. At the moment, Jasper doing everything right, leading this race. He's got the gap. Ryan in second, comfortably in second I should say, as we got a 12.5 second gap from Ryan down to this battle between Ghost and Dave for third place. Meanwhile, Kieran is on the back of Don Steering Wheel, so he should just about be within DRS. As we got yellow flag in sector 3, and this marker getting out of the way. So here we go, DRS open for Ghost Recon. It looks like Dave does have the better straight line speed actually. Does look like Dave has the better straight line speed, so we're gonna see if Ghost can close up enough to make a move into turn 1. I don't think he will. And Kieran is now well and truly within that 1 second, as it looks like Ghost did have a little bit of a peek on Dave there, but nothing comes of it. Right now, these two battles between Kieran and Don Steering Wheel and Dave and Ghost are the two closest battles we have on track, so we're going to stay on board with both of them. And I'm going to turn and look to the chats to see what everyone is saying. Hilden Vilden, who is not here tonight, said, "What is Muppin doing?" I guess it's just a bad circuit from up in. Kieran, look, he had a little peek down the inside, but he goes to the outside, looks for the better run. And Kieran could very well get past the Ferrari. No, he opts for the undercut. So, Kieran, the first one out of these guys ahead to make the pit stop. So, is this going to be a simple hard to the end as Raj also follows him in? Yes, it is. It's going to be hard compound now to the end of the race. I'm interested to see how everything is going to play out here, because we got Maka who's one lap down, Slayer who's not too far off, seeing Jasper close up on him very soon, as Ghost had a little look down the inside into the double left-hander. So if Jasper was to make the pit stop right now, he would come out just ahead of his teammate, I think. So Cloudy Cloud doing well at the moment, keep it in 6th place. As Ghost right now, he has to get past Dave here. He's got DRS. It's going to be a drag race all the way down to the hairpin. Ghost does get ahead. But is Dave going to get the better traction out the corner? No, and Dave actually into the pit, so that was perfect timing there for Ghost Recon to actually get past Dave. As Don also follows Dave into the pits as well. So that will promote Cloudy Cloud into 4th and LFC up into 5th. Now it'll be interesting to see where Kieran comes out relative to Dave. Dave is exiting the pit lane right now. Kieran is on the pit straight. Is he going to get past him into turn 1? Yes, he is. Just about. So Kieran has made the undercut work. He has got ahead of Dave. So a good decision there from Kieran to get the undercut working on Dave. However, he will have that McLaren all over the back of him, as Ghost had a little bit of a slide on the entry into the double left-hander. As we got this freeway battle going on between Don Steering Wheel, who has made his pit stop. He's ahead of his teammate Smitsky in 9th. Ryan B all over the back of him on the medium compound. As Ryan is now into the pits. Now, fortunately for both Jasper and Ryan, they don't really have a huge threat from behind. So the undercut for both of them is not going to be too effective, as Ghost also follows Ryan into the pit. However, Ryan, if he is able to get the undercut on Jasper, it would be a monstrous outlap. As Dave loses the back end, Maka picks up a 3-second time penalty to add to his woes, as Ghost serving that 5-second time penalty, so he is going to drop behind. He's going to drop behind Don Steering Wheel. What about Ryan B? He's going to drop behind Ryan B and Smitsky as well. So Ghost Recon having that 5-second time penalty has really cost him here. But as you can see right now, 25 seconds is the gap between Jasper and Ryan. So Jasper should be able to get out comfortably ahead as he is into the pits right now. So this will be a simple pit stop now for Jasper. Did not speed in the pits, so he does not get any penalties. Smitsky gets overtaken by Ghost Recon into the snail corner, turn 13. So a good overtake there for Ghost Recon as LFC is now also into the pits. So it is a Red Bull double podium right now with Meh Ryan in second and Kieran in third. This is going to be good for their Constructors Challenge. Ryan B and Dave 4th and 6th respectively, although I do think that Ryan B will be making another pit stop. So right now, looks like the biggest winners today for the Constructors would be Red Bull. However, Jasper with that 25 points and Cloudy Cloud also in the points right now. He is in 9th. He is technically a net P. He's a net P7 right now, is Cloudy. So Cloudy doing absolute bits for the Haas team. As we got Dave on the back of Kieran. This is for P3. I know we got Cloudy on the back of Smitsky as well, but we're going to stick on board with this one. Doesn't look like Dave had a great run out of turn 13, so Kieran should be able to hold on for there. Meanwhile, Cloudy Cloud making the move, getting past Smitsky. Cloudy Cloud up into 8th place right now, so a good job there from Cloudy Cloud. As Raj and LFC side by side, as they come into the final corner, they give each other the room and Raj gets past LFC there. The man in the Toro Rosso has been demoted down into P11. So Ryan B will have to make another pit stop. He will probably opt for another set of mediums, which means he is going to be quite a bit faster than the guys ahead of him. Apart from the likes of Smitsky and Slayer and possibly Ibo as well, who will be pitting onto soft or medium compound tyres respectively. But looking now, can Dave get a good run out of this corner? He has got a much better run than last time. Into the slipstream he is going. DRS wide open. Is he going to try it down the inside into the hairpin? He is going to go for it. Guess it's slowed down. It almost touching wheels. Side by side now between the pair of them. And it looks like Kieran has the better traction, but they're still side by side in the final corner, and Dave not only just about gets ahead of Kieran, but also gets DRS to keep ahead. So a fantastic move there from Dave to get back up into the podium position. As we got Smitsky into the pits as well. I was going to go on board, but I did see Kieran just peeking his nose in down the inside of Dave. So Kieran not wanting to give this up just yet. Try and put off Dave as much as possible. We're going to go on TV pod. That was a bad camera angle then from the game. So Smitsky, after making that pit stop, he is going to come out in 14th place. However, he is on the softer compound, so he should be able to close up the gap to Christian and Ibo relatively quickly as Kieran almost goes into the back of Dave. So here we go. Kieran now with DRS on Dave. He does look like he's got a better straight line speed, but Kieran does not have any more ERS. So both of them side by side. Dave goes deep and Kieran with the switchback. A lovely little switchback there from Kieran on Dave into the hairpin. And that is job done there for Kieran, but he is going to have to defend from Dave, who is going to put it down the inside into turn 1. We're going to go back to broadcast cam for this one. As Kieran, he does get the little switch in turn 1 and 2. He's side by side, and Dave down the inside in turn 3, and on the exit of turn 4 it looks like Dave has just about got ahead of Kieran. Fantastic racing between the McLaren and Red Bull drivers here. As Ibo is dropping load of positions. What's going on there? He's coming into the pits. Ibo into the pits. Ibo should come out ahead of Marker comfortably. Meanwhile, Smitsky is all over the back of Calvin Christian for the final points playing position. LFC is still relatively close to Raj, who in turn I think are both catching Cloudy Cloud. So Cloudy Cloud's work not done yet. Kieran though up ahead. DRS wide open on Dave. Dave gonna defend the inside and Kieran's gonna try it around the outside. And Dave has gone deep again. Another little switchback there from Kieran. So Dave, unfortunately, getting caught out, but Kieran picks up a 3-second time penalty, which is crucial right now, because that means, if I just have a look, he would drop to 5th. So Kieran right now, unfortunately with that 3-second time penalty, would be off the podium. And now Raj is all over the back of Cloudy Cloud. And Smitsky gets the move done with DRS on Calvin Christian. So good job there from Smitsky. He's back up into the points. And Muppin has left the session. So this is going to be an interesting one, because Raj, we know, has fantastic pace. You know, he was the race winner at round 1 in Australia, so you've got to think that if he gets past Cloudy, he might actually have the pace to try and close up to Ghost Recon, who is only 2.7 seconds up the road, and Cloudy Cloud has actually been keeping him quite honest. Meanwhile, Smitsky, he's got a bit of a lonely race right now to catch up to Slayer, and unfortunately I think that is where it'll end for Smitsky, because I don't think he's going to close up 28 seconds on LFC. But Raj down the inside of Cloudy Cloud into the hairpin. Side by side, Cloudy Cloud gets the traction around the outside and holds position. So Cloudy Cloud defending from Raj. As Raj goes off track, LFC kind of joins him on that. But now a second bite of DRS for Raj, unable to make a move into turn 1. Meanwhile, Kieran has broken that 1 second gap to Dave, so DRS is no longer a factor for Kieran, but he is going to have to build up another 2.7 seconds to get ahead of his penalty, as Raj closing up once again on Cloudy Cloud. Cloudy Cloud doing a good job. Raj though gets fantastic traction out of that corner, but not enough to get alongside to warrant a move into turn 7. And LFC right now, he is just waiting He is just waiting for an opportunity to make a move on Raj or Cloudy or even both of them. But here we go, both of them will have DRS to make this move. LFC, look at the ERS that LFC has available to him compared to Cloudy Cloud and Raj. So here we go, Raj should be able to get past comfortably with DRS. Will LFC follow him through? No, LFC won't, but Raj gets a little bit caught up. He goes a little bit deep. I think he might have locked up Ryan B into the pits now. So Ryan B, what kind of tyre strategy is he going on to? Looks like it's going to be softs. It is softs. So an interesting call there from Ryan B. The soft tyres, they will start to go off after, I believe, 4 or 5 laps. So he will be suffering from some tyre wear towards the end of this race. But we got a fantastic battle on right here with Raj, Cloudy Cloud and LFC. And this is for 7th place. So some good points on the table for all 3 of them. As just seen in the chat that Mark is out of the race. Mark, you're more than welcome to join me in comms if you would like to. As I'll give you a quick invite. Kind of want to get back to the action ASAP. And here we go. Can LFC get the move done on Cloudy Cloud? Nope, not quite yet. But Raj now already building up that 1.6 second gap to Cloudy Cloud. So Raj showing his pace, and he is closing in on Ghost Recon for 6th place. So some good work being done by the man in the Renault as he is closing up on Ghost Recon. Meanwhile, LFC still all over the back of the Haas of Cloudy Cloud. This will be some big points for Cloudy Cloud if he brings it home in 8th. Some very big points, as Ryan B, who has come into the pits, he is 10 seconds off the back of LFC. Now, I don't think he's going to catch these guys quick enough before his tyres start to go off. Meanwhile, Slayer is doing well in... Oh, Marker's around. Marker's in the wall. What is going on there with Marker? He's lost it on the exit of turn 13. He was in the wall. He's got front wing damage. It's gone from bad to worse for Marker, the man who put it on pole position, as Cloudy Cloud defends again from LFC. And I have now been joined by Mark. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm great, and just a big shout out to Ibo, who, when he pitted, gave me an invite, so now I can actually watch it, which is really good, because I was just going to follow on the stream there for a minute, but...
As LFC now down the inside of Cloudy Cloud into turn 1, and now LFC has got that move done. So, good job there from LFC.
Very nice move. Good on that man.
So how was the D2 race?
I prefer not to speak. I prefer not to speak. I just... I'll turn my TV down. I'm doubly annoyed because I lost it. I don't know. I lost my footage, so yeah, that's really handy.
It's alright, but no, we both had incidents here today.
But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a beer and forget about it and not have an argument in the Discord. Everyone watch and learn.
So that's the best way to deal with it, as Raj is now within that 1 second of Ghost Recon with DRS. He doesn't have it open. Has he got a DRS failure?
Ooh, that would be horrific round here. I'm just getting the interval times now, because obviously when you join you don't get them, but tell you what, Ghost's pace has just really impressed me. I'm guessing Raj had a bit of an issue at some point, because he's beastly quick.
Yeah, Raj at the beginning of the race was caught up in some contact and front wing gone from him, so he had to make I believe he made a very early pit stop to the hards. He did. He kind of stuck it out with the damage and made an early pit stop on the hards, and now he's just trying to come back through the field.
Fair. No, good on him.
But we have had some fantastic battles going on. Bit of controversy as well with the two Toro Rossos coming together.
Let's end this with an absolute slobber knocker then. What do we reckon? Raj going down the back of Ghost Recon. This could be very, very interesting.
Yep, this will be a tasty scrap, as well as the one behind with Cloudy Cloud. He has done fantastic here today, sticking to the back of LFC for 8th place.
Good on him. Ryan, I noticed as well, is going to be on a bit of a tear, but if he can get those tyres to work, that's the question.
Yep, unfortunately Ryan B being another one that was caught out early on with damage, as Raj had a little look down the inside, didn't want to make the move.
Do you know the pen situation?
Well, I know unfortunately Kieran does have a 3-second time pen, which is nip and tuck right now with Dave for that final spot on the podium.
The only other interesting one is Ghost has a 5-second.
He's already served that.
Oh, has he? Oh, yeah. Go on, up the Ghost.
Unfortunately, Ghost and Marker came into contact, and Ghost got hit with the same penalty for the corner cut on the hairpin, like what he got last season.
D2, by the way, is a very good race. If for anyone that's listening, have a watch of the highlights at some point. It's worth a go, but definitely stick with this. Jasper's a different man, isn't he?
Jasper has just dominated this race from start to finish. He got the jump on Marker into turn 1, and since then he's just commanded it. And Frankie's been in the chat, he's been absolutely loving it. It's just unfortunate because there's been so many battles in the midfield. I haven't been able to give Jasper a decent amount of airtime, but he's just on another level this season. As Don Steering Wheel looking to battle Dave, and this is crucial because that's just dropped Dave out of that 3-second window, as Raj and Ghost side by side, as Raj broke trying to avoid the back of Ghost, and that almost caught LFC out. So now we got this freeway battle. So
all yellows.
Is that for Cloudy? I think it might be for Cloudy.
It is. Yeah, I think it is, and that's going to put Ryan right in his sights. Just want to say, good avond here. I butchered that, but that's meant to say good evening, sir, in Dutch to Frankie. I'll always have to respect my elders, assuming he is older than me. Probably quite close, which is quite sad.
Sorry, but we're all getting old these days.
But what a battle this is for 6th. And then Ryan versus Cloud. Interesting. I think Ryan's tyres, they're going to reach a cliff point around, maybe not now, but definitely in a lap.
Yep, and also then we got Don Steering Wheel versus Dave for 4th.
Dave had a bit of a mess up around this corner we're going around now, last lap, and it really impacted him. His biggest nemesis for 3rd, I don't think actually is probably Kieran in a weird way. It's probably going to be Don, who I've got to cheer on because he's my Ferrari teammate. So, and he wasn't he wasn't loving this. He was not loving this race, so I'm firmly behind him. What an effort from him as well. He's gone up 4 places.
Here we go now. Raj around the outside of Ghost Recon. He's already ahead into the braking zone, but Ghost got his nose in there. And LFC's there as well. And all 3 of them will now have DRS because of them coming up to lap as well.
Ryan now looking around the outside of Cloudy. This isn't normally there's not enough grip, but when you've got 2 compounds difference, well done Cloudy. Cloudy's, from what I've seen, is just driving just to get the points that he probably deserves on pace, which is a very sensible thing to do around here. Yeah,
but as Calvin Christian, that's not going to help his cause. You know, he's already outside the points, and having that penalty as well. He is only 1 second behind Smitsky, so there was still a possibility there for him to get 12th. But that might have just put a nail in the coffin for him.
LFC is going to be annoyed that Raj has got some clear air here. Ghost has just stayed within his DRS, but one more lap of this kind of difference in pace between Ghost and Raj. Oh, LFC, unlucky. He nearly had it. But he quite wisely.
He's going to have it now. Ghost struggling.
He's really struggling. Get your braking zone right. He does. Oh, he's cut right across. It's so tough to overtake there. He's done the right thing. He's let Ghost back through.
Yeah, but what that's done now is just let Raj now build that gap. He hasn't got to worry about DRS anymore from Ghost and LFC. He can just run now to the finish.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, LFC, no! Don't do it again. Don't do it 2 races in a row.
Ivo picks up a 3-second time penalty. I'm just going to have a quick look at the fastest lap, and it is currently being held by Maka, who was on pole position, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yellow flags.
Sector 2, is that for...
Just Ivo.
Yeah.
I say just Ivo, I think it's probably getting out of the way of someone, I suspect.
Yeah, it was a bit of a carnage early on, which it took Ryan B and Maka, as well as I think Raj and Ghost also suffered with it. LFC collided with his teammate, so I think that's going to be some strong words in the Discord after.
Oh.
And between Maka and Ghost Recon is going to be a bit strong as well, I believe.
Well, let's all just take the this particular method that you're about to listen to, which is open one of these up and just chill out.
It's the best method. And Cloudy Cloud down the inside of Ryan B for 9th.
Well, this is it. This is where the tyre difference comes in. This is where the tyres are obviously coming in. This is... Oh,
no!
No. Oh, no. Oh, do you know what? It's just such a racing incident. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's just that curb.
Oh, is Kieran stiffening up a bit here? Because that gap has really gone down. He was in clear sight of an easy kind of launch to the finish. But
Kieran's lost the back end. He's got no grip right now. I don't know what's going on with him.
Dave's jumping all over him now. He's only got...
It's half a second.
Oh, he's lost a bit there though. It's yellows.
No one in the top Jasper 10. Crosses the line to win this race. A fantastic job from Jasper. I did just manage to get on board with him before he crossed the line. But
has LFC got some kind of damage? Because he seems to be really struggling. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's going to give it the absolute beans here.
Oh, it's a do or die moment for LFC here. Ghost defended hard to the inside.
Ghost might have overshot it. He has.
Oh, and LFC with the switchback. The switchback there from LFC.
Oh, Ghost just muddled his gears. Cloudy now on the back of Ryan. Oh, LFC's happy with that. Wow.
LFC's going to be absolutely chuffed with that.
Oh, Cloudy's just run out of grip. Cloudy's just reached the cliff himself by the looks of it.
But still, a fantastic effort there from Cloudy Cloud.
Wow, 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 wow. LFC, that's a great move. That's just good poise, that. But Jasper, wow, this guy's improved so much from last season. No one would have dreamed of sticking him in D3. I think it's fairly safe to say. You know, at the end of last season, if we knew we had 4 divisions.
To be honest, towards the end of last season, he was starting to find his pace a little bit because he was consistent in the top 10 at least towards the end of last season.
Well, there is that, you know, like but yeah, no, unbelievable. The Ghana flag up there as well. That's a new one for League of Europe. Yes, I know my flags. But yeah, double podium for the Red Bull boys with that Haas-man in the middle.
And back-to-back wins for the Haas-man as well.
What a race. I just want to say big shout out to Don Steering Wheel, legend. And I'm glad that Ryan got that place over Cloudy. Nothing against Cloudy, it's just that if Ryan wasn't there, Cloudy might have DNF'd there.
Yeah.
Because he was flying into that barrier. But yeah, I'll let you run us through the results quick.
Yeah, so we had Jasper winning with Ryan in second, Kieran third, Dave in fourth, Don Steering Wheel fifth, Raj in sixth, LFC seventh, Ghost Recon eighth, Ryan B ninth, Cloudy Cloud 10th, Slayer in 11th, and Smitsky rounding out the points in 12th.
14 seconds, my man. That is a record.
I need to catch my breath. But yeah, a fantastic race from the guys in D4. You know, they treated us to something special here, and I believe there's going to be a few reports coming in as well. So something for the stewards to look into. But you know, for myself, I've been Mike, and you know, for Mark joining me, you know, a big thank you to you as well, bud.
That's all right, bud. It's a bit of a cameo, but thought I'd return the favour. We kind of cursed each other today.
Hey, yo, sometimes you gotta be the D3 version of Mark, sometimes you gotta be the D2 version of Mike, you know. Sometimes it happens.
What's that?
But thanks to everyone for joining us. We'll catch you next week for round number 4, which will be the Spanish Grand Prix. So until then, guys, have a good one.